Tell us where you're from and when did you start doing the great masterworks that we see now?
My goodness. Well, I came to Mexico from Canada, directly from Toronto, Canada.
Canadian, eh?
And I'm Canadian, yes. Fell in love with your wonderful country. That was in 1948. I intended to go to Israel, but I didn't have that kind of money. So I wound up in Mexico, early Mexico, which I loved. I immediately loved your people.
The climate has been a great and landscape that has brought great inspiration to you.
In many ways, yes. And the very fact that the Mexican people are very friendly, and very nice, and very open. Other than that, I couldn't really think, I didn't think too much about it. I just fell in love with your country.
And then you came here to Puerto Vallarta and you've remained here pretty much permanently?
Pretty much permanently in Puerto Vallarta. It was a wonderful little town, great many times. One taxi cab and burros on the streets. And you sort of fell in love with what I call real Mexico.
So you saw you experienced the Hollywood era of Taylor, Houston.
Yeah, I got to know John Huston very well. Very, very nice man. And he went to Yelapa with us. And he sent a man to me because I lived for years in Yelapa to find out what was happening because he said, I went to meet John and he said, what these want out of me is money.
That was John Huston?
John Huston. And I said, well, John, you're a wealthy man. Why not?
Did Houston see any of your artwork?
Not much, I don't think, because that was quite a number of years ago, and I didn't have it exhibited, sort of thing. It was very private and personal and so on. But I don't think John ever came back. I'm not sure. It was a nice conversation with him. Of course, we have an old saying, tourist trade destroys what it looks for.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what's happening now in Yelapa too. So many wealthy people want to take it over. It's tragic, really.
And the work that's being exhibited right now of yours, what can you tell us about it, what we have here?
Well, it's just my work. I look at something and think it's a good idea to make a sculpture, so I make a sculpture of it.
And was that made here in Mexico?
Oh, yes. I worked there with Mexico City in the Maldonado foundry. Quite a good foundry, because foundries are very important. The quality of the bronze that they use and so on. And most of these sculptures were done in Mexico City. So
you're pretty much here winters?
Yeah, I haven't even gone back to Canada. Now I'm a Mexican galvanizado. And that's closer to the truth than you think.
Amazing. Well, we're very honored to have you here.
Oh, well, thank you.
And we also want to thank you for what you've done and contributed to society through your creativity, your art.
Thank you very much. I hope I inspire the young people here in this wonderful school to get into the arts because